everybody. Welcome to Old Gray Bricks Live on Thursday Night Live. Good to see everybody. Hello, Mayo is there. Hello, hi there. Stever is there. Entertainingly Lame has joined us. Always enjoyed the start music. Yeah, I think we've settled. That's kind of our thing, right? I mean, we all agreed that that's the music. I mean, we've used it a lot, but I like it. I think
it sounds like cyberpunk, really.
Yeah.
It makes me think of like late 70s, early 80s prog rock, which I grew up on. So
me too. So it hits the balance of all those things. So prog rock was what I was trying to find, but it gives a little bit of flavor of others. Battery Powered Bricks is here. Brian Panabaker is here. Axel Plate is here. Mayo is here. Steve is here. Folks joining us. Thank y'all for joining us today. And let's just go ahead and address the elephant in the room. There was no Lego Masters yesterday. What? And even we were going to play a game with our Canadian friend to let him put his graph of Canadian percentage up so we could tell if a Canadian went home or an American went home. And his part of Canada didn't get it either. So,
they didn't get it either?
No one got it.
Now,
I thought Canadians were able to watch it last night. I was misinformed. Sorry about it.
It's okay. So it's possible. I haven't been able to find it, but I'm not using a Canadian streaming service. So,
yeah. So I know that one of the firemen, and I can't remember his name. I guess it's Crash. He posted that it was on in Canada. So, but let's go ahead and also talk about it. The guys that really have got to be feeling it right now are Ethan and Dom, because they've been waiting, and then they had their week to be on the show finally, and it's pumped to another week. Bless that. I hate it. I mean, man, Dom was kind of talking about that on the TikToks today. So, all right. So what did y'all do last night instead of watching Lego Masters? I watched the Braves game. I'm a Braves sort of fan, so I watched the game. It was a great game. Great game of baseball. So
we watched.
Go ahead, Matt.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I was doing my chat.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You don't simulcast in your chat?
I can't watch the show live, so no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We binged Bob's Burgers. We had 2 episodes, and we also watched the Dragon Show, which we had an episode to watch. So, and we watched Cassian Andor. So,
spoiler alert. I'm sorry.
I just
spoiler.
watched
Intalk said no Canadians voted off, so that's spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. You gotta help us out. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
That's it. So we watched some decent TV, but we didn't watch Lego Master. So
you're a little jumpy, and maybe me or you, I don't. You're a little jumpy there, Matt. I don't know if it's me.
Like bad connection, or just the audio's not picking up.
You're kind of freezing and then moving and then freezing, but it may be me. I don't know.
I'll and come back. I'll leave and come back.
Okay. All right. Anyway, Mark, what did you guys do last night?
Small Paul was not here last night, but
no, I was not.
I think I just sort of watched one of the Lego Talk folks talk about some Lego on the TikToks.
The TikToks, yes.
Yeah.
And I was just at mom's house chilling, watching some movies.
You're the old gray brick. Look.
I don't want to be the old gray brick. Get this thing off me.
I think I can do that. Hang on.
Thank you.
Oh well, Matt's taking the charge for the old gray brick. Captain, what did you do last night instead of watching Lego Masters?
I sorted Lego and did some army building.
Oh, what kind of army are you building?
I'm building all of the armies, and I've been adding special units, kings. So I put this fine fellow together using parts I got at BrickCon. The cape, custom leg cape, lower cape, tunicky thing with the crown. I also put this fine fellow together, also with a custom cape and custom lower cape and flag. Some heresy was committed, but I assure you it was not done to a Lego. In order to get those pauldrons to fit onto over the top of a breastplate. A file was involved.
He said pauldrons. Everybody drink.
Computer?
What else would you call them? Spalders? They're full pauldrons. Anyway, so yeah, the breastplate is a knockoff, so I didn't feel bad taking a file to it so I could fit the heavier armor over just so I could make a super heavy infantry.
Oh, that's okay.
I have put these two fine fellows together. I'm quite pleased how they came out using the helmet with the horns.
Oh, nice.
I figured I could use them to make some nifty looking knights for that Red Dragon faction. I finally was able to make my all green, dark green Robin Hood with a dark green cloak. Got the dark green hat there.
Sweet.
And custom torso from somebody. I don't remember who. I want to say K-Town, probably. I made a king for the Black Falcons using a Nexo-Knight crown. Turns out Nexo-Knight does have uses. So again, custom cape from Cape Madness. Put wings on there, like how that came together. I made a leader for the Black Knights using a custom chromed visor.
Cool.
Snazzy.
Golden visor.
Fancy cloak with the gold trim on there, so I like how that one came out. And I made a king for the Fright Knights using the, I think it was the collectible minifigure. There was a scary knight that had a neat breastplate, so I went with that breastplate. And a Griffin Rider for the Black Falcons, because why not?
Oh, cool.
Shiny, I think it's Lord of the Rings armor from AliExpress, but it looks really cool. Why? None of it! Stop focusing on me, you wretched phone.
Yes, that appears to be a Gondorian guard helm.
Yeah! I thought it
Your
looked
mom's a
good.
Gondorian guard helm.
I have more fancy cloaks. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with them. I got a whole bag of fancy cloaks. Flags for all the factions that didn't previously exist. That's pretty cool. The ability to make these myself is on my list of technologies to acquire. And I ordered over 1,000 parts on Bricklink last night to do a massive upgrade on my castle when I finally get around to that. I plan to actually raise the entire base of it so that I can actually put a basement in all of the village. So I'll need to raise the whole thing by at least 3 more bricks. And replace all of the castle walls. It's currently built using mostly 2x4s. I want to replace it with 2x2s because they just look so much nicer.
Cool.
I can more easily put the profile bricks in and add all sorts of other stuff. Will look a lot nicer if you use 2x2 instead of 2x4. But it's a big castle, so I had to order a lot of parts. Somewhere around here, I have my Sig Fig in the same armor that I actually used to fight in, but I don't know which bag it got tossed in. It's around here somewhere, I'm sure. But in order to properly make the helmet, because nobody makes the actual helmet that I have, I again had to take a file to a Lego piece.
Oh, that's two strikes, dude.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do it again because the only part I had was black and it needs to be in pearlescent gray, but I wanted to see and make sure it would actually work. And what I'm making is the lower part of a helmet, of a 2-part helmet that covers the chin. It's called a bavor. And I'm using a Ninjago, they have the bandanas that come in 2 parts, an upper part and a lower part.
Yep.
I'm using one of those to create the bavor. Looks fantastic, and I ordered a dark gray one, so I'll be taking a file to it. This file right here.
You mad fool! You mad fool! You.
Yeah.
Take your butt right out of the building.
Where did I go?
By the way, if you're adding basements to buildings, according to Kiwi's Big Adventure, there is no basement at the Alamo, so you need to be taking care of that for us. Thank you very much.
I don't have an Alamo in my medieval castle. I do have a church, and it does have a basement in which an adventuring party is currently battling it out with some eldritch horror, as per spec.
But that's where the potlucks are supposed to be held.
That's truth.
Yeah, and somebody brought one too many tuna casseroles, and now there's a tentacle beast in the basement. This is what happens.
Yeah, that'll happen.
I hate when that happens.
First you showed us.
Yeah. One of my favorite scenes in a movie. My friend and I used to quote it all the time, just because Jan Hicks was the actress in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. She was the tour guide for the Alamo. Can you say tortilla? And all this kind of stuff. And then she's the one. There's no basement in the Alamo, and everybody laughs at Pee-wee. But she is so funny in that with that. I'm not going to say it.
Where'd my knee
I'm not
go?
going to say it.
Ding dong. I'll be safe.
Anyway, by the way, so Brick Bunny's put a spoiler in the chat. I'm not going to, or he saw it. So some people in Canada did get to see it. So, how do you think they're going to?
Yeah,
They're
how's
going
that
to
going to
figure
work
the schedule
next
out
week?
after that.
Exactly.
what?
How's that going to work? How's that going to work next week?
I don't know. They're going to play this week's next week. I just don't know when they're going to catch up. Ding dong.
What I said.
All right. Anyway, so I don't know. Do you think they're going to add a week, or are they going to double up an episode 1 week, or what do you think? Will it be a 2-hour finale?
Ooh, that's
Maybe Canada will have a hockey game delay, and that'll balance it out.
All of our hockey games are indoors, so unless
Hey,
the
I don't
Guardian
make the
Birds-
logic. I just provide the options.
It'll be like a Zamboni accident, and it'll take a while to clean it up. And
That could extend the game completely out.
we just play around it.
The hockey games are on a different channel, so that's not going to be a problem.
This is true too.
Well, that was one of the complaints. Why didn't Fox bump the game to Fox Sports or whatever?
Or better yet, why aren't the games on Fox Sports and leave it off of regular Fox?
Well, you
Well,
can get regular Fox with an antenna, and you can't get Fox.
Oh,
with
wah.
well, I will just say I'm sure that the NDLS game got 10 times as many viewers as Lego Masters. I'm sorry to say, but even there were more people in Georgia watching the game than the whole nation watching Lego Masters, I'm afraid. So
And Fox probably paid $500 million for the rights to air that game, so they're definitely going to put that on the big TV and not the Lego.
There's way too much logic going in this soapbox rant.
well,
What happens when people on here start throwing out wild theories and you have to bring them back to earth?
Hello, have you watched this show before?
No, I just am on it. I never watch it.
Ah,
I feel like these people don't understand Lego, Dana.
yeah, come on.
I forget what I forget.
Matthew, did you take antenna.
I'm gonna get a tattoo with friends like this, and that's just says it all.
I got you. Oh, somebody knocking at the door. Who's that?
Somebody's knocking at the door.
It's
Knock.
Moto.
Knock.
Moto, how are you, sir?
Dong.
Who let him in? I'll let anyone in here now.
What an entrance!
Just
I wanted to let you know the precedent for Lego Masters airing in a different country when the US is delayed. So in our season, New Zealand aired the show when it was delayed in the US. And what they did is they just didn't show the next episode in New Zealand. They skipped a week in order for it to catch up and synchronize because people were pissed that all the spoilers are coming through Reddit from New Zealand.
Oh, so Canadians may not get to see the next episode.
Yeah,
My goodness.
they might get a week off in order for the Fox to catch
Well,
up.
no, they won't miss an episode. They just won't have an episode, and we get to watch the episode they watched.
Yeah, exactly. They'll have a catch-up kind of thing. That's usually what happens, but you never know.
But I understand Chris's concern is that he really wants to stick it to the Canadians and make them miss an episode.
I don't really, but
Oh, it's okay.
It's only-
You're among friends. Even Jeff would understand.
it's only fair.
Well,
It's only
I
fair.
for some reason couldn't sleep last night, so I'm super tired. But for the person who asked to see the progress report, That's where I'm at.
Oh, let me give you the zoom in here.
What we got? Ooh,
Neat.
The head's a little wonky.
profile.
The arm's a little wonky, but
This has
You're
a
gonna-
very what's the movie I'm thinking of? Weird Science feel to it.
yeah.
Better keep
I
those
hope that-
bosoms PG-13.
I hope they're
Exactly.
left-handed.
Are you going to have those floating in your front yard for Halloween?
I don't think it's going to be done by Halloween. I'm running out of parts again, but I'll keep building.
Hashtag basic AFOL.
Excuse me, what is that?
What is this?
Yes.
It's his
It's
dance
a-
partner.
It's a flower girl. I don't know what to call
That's
it.
what
It's a
Dr.
flower
Manhattan
girl.
when he was trying to reassemble.
That is not your dance partner.
You made it out of the tree leaf part.
It's a little short. I don't know.
I've never mind. I'm not saying it.
Short girls need love too, Moto.
Just leave her alone.
Yeah. Just like
Leave.
Leave her alone. I got it.
Gee.
I got it.
yeah, she's gonna make it like a tree leaf.
I'm sorry, but Jeff should definitely have to apologize for that pun.
But that's it. That's it for me.
Whoa. Are really, Matt, you are asking somebody to apologize for a pun? You
Yeah.
are
But you guys have seen the mouse, right? You saw the mouse. You saw the cat.
Mouse is
so-
adorable.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff. All right, let's check in with our only Canadian here and see what's up in Canada today. Are you still reveling in your Thanksgiving and all that kind of stuff, or is it over?
No, it's long over. My Thanksgiving's going to be sometime in a few weeks from now. Just because no family was over that on the weekend. But anyway, I am.
Canadian Christmas on October 25th.
I am. Well, you can't really tell, but I am sorting my Bricklink store. I'm combining my. I have two different people's inventories in my Bricklink store, and I'm combining them
God.
together because it's causing me too much pain and suffering.
Hmm.
So, but that means I would literally have to count everything because my inventory has gotten completely screwed up. Apparently, I had like 1,100 of these in my store, but I only had 100 of them. Like, I don't know.
Oh no.
Numbers got goofed up, which reminds me I should probably hit enter and update that number so no one orders 1,100 of them while I'm talking.
Oh,
Somebody
that would
order
probably
right
be
now.
Oh, I can order 1,100 from you right now.
Yeah, well, they're gone now. It's fixed. So, but yeah, I'm just counting and trying to work through here. I'm on. I started yesterday, and I'm basically on modified bricks. So I'm in the B's, and I'll probably won't finish it until after the weekend at the rate I'm going. It's horrible. But anyway, I also did not see Lego Masters because, as I said, I don't get the Canadian feed. But I was just realizing that Lego Masters is on Fox. So that means at some point, now in Disney Plus here in Canada, like, I don't know, is Lego Masters on Hulu there?
Yes.
Yeah, they delay it a week.
Okay, because Lego Masters are in Canada. Disney Plus includes Stars with a Z, which is Hulu, basically all the Hulu content. So we had all the Fox stuff way before you guys did, but I don't think Lego Masters is on there, which is kind of interesting.
It is interesting.
Well, they delayed it on Hulu a week as well, just because, we can't have anything nice because of baseball.
Also on Tubi, you know.
Yeah,
That's right.
Tubi, and I don't think Tubi delays, but I know that Hulu delays a week.
Here's a day. I mean, it airs at 8 and it's available like at 3 a.m. the next day. Or
Oh, is that it?
overnight. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Fox Now is in sync with whatever provider, as well as the Fox website. If you go incognito mode, you can watch one free episode per visit. So if you go incognito or private session, it just deletes the cookie each time.
I did leave the cookie, but anyway. All right, Moto, we've seen what's up in yours. Let's see. Matt, what are you building today? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go back to the chat and just watch you guys. Taking out 6.
You can hang out and watch the chat here.
Hey, hang on, watch the chat with us.
Okay.
Here we go. What you got?
We're
Oh,
we're working on the third floor,
nice.
but I'm only working on it while I'm on YouTube. So it's going slowly, but after tomorrow we have four weeks in the semester, so the end is nigh, and I very much look forward to having more time to come up here in the Lego room and sort and build. But probably not going to be a lot of that until we get to Thanksgiving, unfortunately. But that's the way it is. So the only thing that really happened Lego-wise for me is that I did grab on the Amazon Prime. I got the Monkey Kid, the big red, the one with the gold ink. I bought that mech.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That I marked down like 30%. And so that actually just arrived today. Also arriving today is the I got the Hallmark with the Lego Space Classic Spaceman ornament. That dropped. And also the Abominable Snowman from the Collectible Minifig series. I got that one as well. So that was fun. And somebody else tipped me off that Target had those the packs that you can make the spaceman behind me marked down. So I picked up one of them literally just for parts. So some Lego, but haven't had a lot of time to build.
So Lego
Hockey starts tomorrow.
Hockey. So did y'all notice that they marked down the Optimus Prime on Lego.com?
Yep.
I did. I saw that in the store marked down the other day.
Does that mean it didn't sell well, or are they just ready to dump it, or what?
It didn't sell well. They mark it down. It didn't sell well.
That's odd. Is that because people thought it was flimsy? People thought it was too much of a reach? What do you think?
It's really expensive.
A-folds are fickle.
There is that. Maybe like me, they made their choice as a child whether they're going to go into Transformers and Legos, and they refuse to go back now on principle.
You got to draw that line somewhere.
I drew it. I wanted that Optimus Prime set because I made a very distinct decision. I was either going to go hard into Transformers or I was going to go full in on Lego, and I went Lego, and now it's just a bit of childhood trauma to see a Lego Transformer.
What are you going to say, Mark?
After all these years, you're telling me I didn't have to choose.
What were you saying, Mark?
I was just saying it was what, $160 set?
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of people have spending money now, following. I mean, groceries have almost doubled. And, it's like there's just people got to cut where they got to cut. And that is it's a single character from a single series by itself that's $160, and it's kind of there's no minifigures. I think minifigures are a big draw for people, having minifigure characters and sets, and that one is a very singular set that's kind of pricey. And
well, it's also a retro. I mean, so for a lot of younger audiences, they're not going to understand it. They're going to think about the Michael Bain version of Optimus and not understand why it looks so basic.
Yeah.
Very true.
So it was targeting Gen X. So Gen X buyers maybe didn't go for it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's also
hard to say.
a shelf decorator. I mean,
If they had thrown some characters from The Office into the set, maybe it would have sold better.
yeah, there you go.
But
Should have made a couple of minifigs from the old TV show or something.
Yeah, you could have had a Spike Witwicky. That would have been easy to throw in there. So,
Well, you know what would probably make it more so is if they actually did a line of Transformer figures. So like if they did like, Red Alert and Prowler and, did a full run of different characters, not just Optimus.
Throw in some
Gobots would have been a good choice too.
Well, you guys know that it's going to be difficult once they get to Megatron, because what does Megatron transform
Because
into?
he's a gun. I know.
Mhm.
Which they can't.
But we've got
which
plenty
is,
of other characters to do. I mean, throw in a Starscream or two. I mean, come on.
a Bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
you guys, Megatron has been a tank for like 20 years now, so that's not a problem anymore.
I don't even know what you're
now
talking
you go retro. So if you stick with the retro original Transformers theme, you're going to wind up with a handgun, which is problematic for Lego. Because normally Lego would release the capital hero and the capital big bad.
Get Megatron out.
Maybe
you
they'll
bring
make
up-
it so it transforms into a super soaker. That might be acceptable to like.
Yeah, because
The
then
mom's a super soaker.
Yeah, buddy.
Well,
That is
Hasbro
probably a
owns
little
both,
too
don't
over
they?
the top.
Does Hasbro own both lines? Oh, I don't know how the licensing would even work at that point.
Yeah, Hasbro owned Transformers and Super Soaker and Nerf.
There you go.
That would
And
be a
Power
trifecta.
Rangers and My Little Ponies and G.I. Joe and Lord knows what else. Yeah, there you go.
You.
Dungeons and Dragons.
He just turns into a tank, you guys. Look, see. He looks like the same guy, but he just turns into a tank. It's not that complicated.
Although, but Lego probably wouldn't make a tank either. So
It's not the one I grew up with. That's not True Bionicle.
Maybe they could make a tank that
Oh, Bionicle. That's not the real Bionicle.
Look, I saw the cartoon. Not only does he turn into a gun, he turns into a gun small enough for another Transformer to carry.
Oh, really?
Never made any sense. What happened?
and then Astro Train transforms into a shuttle that they can all pile in.
Yeah.
And,
Who's the,
and, yeah.
Which one was the one with the? It was the Walkman with the cassette.
Soundwave.
Soundwave.
So what? Soundwave's going to turn into an iPod. I
Yeah, there you go.
Why would he turn into an iPod?
Well, because it has to be modern. It can't be a cassette player. Cassette players are old and out of date.
They
I'm not sure
they
that
stopped making the iPod about 10 years ago, buddy.
Congratulations.
I'm not sure Paul even knows what a cassette player is.
It's something you put a VHS tape in.
He was close.
I'm going to rest my
Look.
case right there.
I just aged a decade. This right here, this is your fault, kid. This one right here.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
My Walkman's a beta. Is what's yours?
You couldn't script that.
No,
Wait,
oh my god.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Mark.
Go ahead, Mark.
he was very close. He was talking about something you put a magnetic tape in, and the only difference is the size of the tape. Really, he was
No,
close.
technically it is a cassette player, but that's what makes it so great.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like right there. Just yeah,
So,
I know.
so
I
close.
agree.
Oh,
You can
Lord.
explain 8-track to him later.
Which
No,
also would have
like,
been funny. Well, actually, that would have been an over the top answer.
So, Small Paul, if anybody ever asks you what a CD player is, you just tell them it's a laser disc.
Yeah.
Moto on topic as always.
Hey, let me tell you though, at my house,
Holy
high
cow.
tech, we had the RCA laser disc that came in the big sleeves.
Ooh, we had to slide it in
And
and
to slide in. And my copy, what I used to watch Wrath of Khan on was I had taped off of the laser disc. So the moment they transport or are getting ready to transport over to the space station to find Chekhov, that's where it would split because I paused it and everything. So right before he's given the code of, hours, seemed like days and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, but I'm talking about the OG, like they looked like vinyl records, only they were, CDs kind of
Oh, yeah.
like those guys.
I picked one up at a Goodwill thinking it was a vinyl record to put in my record player, and then no, turned out it was a laser disc, and I was baffled.
and you scratched the crap out of it.
I figured it wasn't vinyl when I took it out of the package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it's kind of a disappointment.
Stever
That's
knows
not
what's
wax
up.
at all.
Stever knows what's up.
Yeah, Earthrise, the new stuff's really good. Really,
Right.
really good.
Ultimate is so good. My son
I
loves
found my me.
It's good like
Oh,
wheelchair.
let's see your me.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Focus on the
Right.
gothic armor, you wretched camera. Got it.
That's good, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's the armor I used to fight in. I have gothic armor I used to fight in.
It needs some beard hanging out of it. Can you clip some and like glue it under there? Or that?
No, it can't because, like I said, I made the chin armor that covers
Yeah.
the chin.
I gotcha.
You could,
You could also use that if you were working at like a restaurant, So
Yeah. It's got beard armor. Yeah.
mental backlog now. I have put I want to make a warthog dragon because that just sounds hilarious.
A what now?
The A10 warthog because they paint the big mouth on it, so it would be a dragon, a big gray dragon, and just go Bert as it goes by the tower.
Oh, I see that A10 Warthog. I was thinking Halo.
No, the OG A10 warthog, medieval
Yeah.
warthog would be hilarious.
That would be very cool.
As a dragon, that would be cool.
Bert. Everything goes apart.
Hey, when we're at Jekyll, which we didn't get to do this in a bite, like Wednesday or Thursday, you can be on the South Beach, and out of Moody Air Force Base, about 3 or 4 A-10s will come up out of there doing some maneuvers, and you'll just be sitting there, and all of a sudden, homeboy comes flying over you, and you're like, I would be gazpacho right now had he decided to be mad at me. So it's really cool to see those things maneuver and fly over, and they're amazing. But yeah, it's
I worked with a guy who said they're amazing support until all the casings fall on you from the sky. I guess he was at actual combat, and A-10 went overhead and shot, and like everything that was in front of them just disappeared, but all the casings fell on everybody, and they're just getting creamed with casings.
That's hilarious. Better that than in a sausage factory. But anyway, what's up with Mr. Mark and Small Paul? What's going on?
Milk duds. And
Milk duds.
Milk duds.
Oof. Do you guys like milk duds?
Rolos, good one.
Yes.
Yeah, I
My
like.
feelings don't.
I
Yeah.
don't like the taste of malt, so I don't like malteds. But you guys would probably like malteds if you like milk duds.
Milk
Mm.
Well,
malt.
no, milk duds
They're
are
caramel.
Whoppers are
caramel.
malted.
so, Moto, you're basically building an Ethiopian dragon.
A what? A what?
It's a dragon from like Asia or Russia. I don't know.
No, Ethiopia.
Oh, well, I have an idea to do that. It's amazing you peered into my mind. I'm about to make a big order from Europe.
That's basically what the Warthog dragon is. It's basically just an Ethiopian dragon.
Yeah, I was thinking of making a Asian dragon with that's more snake-like than a European dragon.
Have you ever heard of Naga or Xylant?
No.
One is like a giant, is like the king of the serpents, and Naga like protects a special place.
Well,
What are you
quite
talking
honestly, I was thinking of making a Quetzalcoatl, if you know what that is.
Quetzalcoatlus.
Does that come with cheese on top, or is it just the red sauce?
What?
Well, a Quetzalcoatl is a feathered serpent. It's the Mayan god of feathered serpents that is really part of the Milky Way as part of astronomy. So it's kind of cool.
Hey, do y'all have any Milky Way bars to go with those right there? No.
No.
All right, Small Paul, do you have a dragon for us? Oh, what is that?
Oh, what is that?
You get, come on, buddy.
So, if you've heard of Siren Head, you might know what this is. It's my own.
Oh yeah, from the Siren Head.
He's
I
based.
don't like
I
it.
call him Loudmouth
Yeah.
because 3 sirens instead of just 2, which is crap. He has some rusty parts, and this is skin. That is like some metal. So the basic.
Yeah, it's not the Odysseus siren. It's a video game that's supposed to be terrifying, and it just kind of shows up.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't even know what it is.
You'll know if you've heard of it. So the Technic parts are supposed to be like rusty parts. The brown is so he's basically a bunch of like stuff from like a dump that like got hit by radioactive waste, and there was like an alarm blaring nearby because of that, and the type of waste got on the alarm, and since it had 3 things. Yo, it's Siren Head, thank you. And since the alarm had 3 things on it, also it's spinning head 360, awesome. It turned into Loudmouth.
That looks like thruster head to me, but that's just
Well, you see, if I take these 3 cone parts off, it's just that. Tiny.
A smidge anemic. Yes.
What? I don't know what that stuff is.
A smidge
Yeah,
is
so-
a small part, and anemic means weak.
So what's going on in the Adventures of Small Paul?
Not much. He's encountering this thing,
Oh, okay.
and the only way to defeat it is with a shotgun.
Yeah, if anyone doesn't know what Siren Head is, there's a bunch of wonderful videos and lore about Siren Head, which is really cool.
Yes, there is. Someone actually made a Siren Head, the movie.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Basically, it's just a series of mini movies about Siren
Murder.
Cartoon Cat in it, Cartoon Dog, Long Horse, God of Roadkill, Bridgeworm, all that creepypasta stuff.
Yes.
What about Slender Man? Is he in there too?
Slenderman is not a Trevor Creature. Basically, Siren Head, Cartoon Cat, Cartoon Dog, Long Horse. I just saw your mouth moving. You said I have no idea.
Yeah. No, Slender Man's not creepypasta. It's a different category.
Well, basically, any type of Trevor creature, it's the Siren Head, Cartoon Cat, all that other crap, is made by a guy named Trevor. So I must say that Siren Head build is pretty
Yeah,
accurate.
it is.
Yeah,
You did a good job.
Major prop.
Because you helped me upgrade. It used to be just the red part used to be just with a little red siren on it, but then he helped me upgrade it.
I
So
only
Small Paul, if you take a minifig, let's see, Siren Head's supposed to be 40 feet tall. So 40 feet divided by 6 is roughly 6.5. So it should be about 6.5 figs high.
What?
he's telling you how tall to make it.
Oh.
I think it's accurate. It looks accurate.
6 minifigures tall.
It looks fig scale accurate. The one you made. Good job.
You're gonna make me figure.
He's gonna go check it out.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Moto has given him homework, and he's motivated to do it. So.
Yes, that's what I do. I motivate.
Don't give me-
Damon, your background looks different. It looks.
I moved some of my space
Yep, that's
art
minifigure
a little
scale.
bit, so now you can
It's accurate.
see Space Dude and you can see Space Babe, Ice Planet Babe over there.
You've also got the wonderful mount for your
Yeah.
Deluxe Explorer, so that's cool.
So yeah, this is minifigure scale. If
Good
someone,
job.
if someone would make like a
Creepy.
big scale,
It's
I love
supposed to
it,
be.
and I hate it. I don't like it.
somebody made a big scale that would probably be like, I don't know, like as tall as me or him. As tall as me or Fleabnork.
Did he just call you Fleabnork and not Dad?
That's what I do instead of calling him dad on the show. I get in
They're
there.
on YouTube, so you know it's appropriate.
Moto motivates. Agreed, Moto. It looks scalable, accurate.
You should call him Dad Nork. Maybe that would be what you should call him.
Stupid, no. Entertainment.
Dad Nork.
What about Dork Nork? That was
Flea Dad?
Leave Dad.
Yeah,
Flea Dad?
Paul could be Fleabnork Jr.
No. You're just,
Hey, I have a Zoom Junior running around here, so there you go.
you're just
he could be
stretching
Small Nork.
out.
He could be Small Nork.
Small Nork.
Small
Small
Nork.
Nork.
You call him Snorg for short.
Flea
Snork.
Oh, no.
Snorg.
Snork.
Snork.
No.
There you go. Small
Change
Nork.
that.
Oh, let me let everybody see. There it is.
Small Nork.
Oh, boom.
Flea Nork and Small Nork.
Do you
That's
remember the
awesome.
Snorks?
What exactly is the lore behind the Flea Nork? A friend asked me recently.
Oh no, buckle up. Here we go.
Oh, Jesus.
It's not
Here
that
we go.
lore, really. It's basically
Hold on, I need my 3-point harness for this one. That's not even a stainless steel.
not that much. It's a million years ago on LoveNet when we were talking about we'd be chatting about our spaceships and various things and whatever. And I think I said something about being put on Fleabnork duty or something for as like a some sort of task that you had to do if you were one of the enlisted crewmen on a spaceship. And so people started asking me, "What's the Fleabnork?" and that sort of thing.
It's that. That's
And I really was like, well, I got to come up with something. So I dug around in my bins, and of course, I had this scorpion from the Arctic set way back, and I stuck a dish on top, and I'm like, there, that's a Fleabnork. And so I took a picture of it, and basically just this is a Fleabnork, and I did a little. I took my Sig Fig head and put him in a grungy white old classic space suit and had him with a little flamethrower cleaning it off the the side of one of my spaceships that I built.
Very a la Fifth Element.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. That's the whole story. Nothing more complicated than that.
To be accurate, if I'm a small Nork, it would basically just be a Fleeb Nork on my sig fig body.
Okay.
Ooh,
But
that's
I didn't realize
something to do that.
that this color trans neon green
There you go.
scorpion, it was only in a single set, and I didn't actually realize that until much later.
And it was, and not only was it a single set, it was in a $100 set back in those days. So
$100 set.
Which has made
Yeah.
the mythology of it that much better.
Wow.
Back then, Gamer Crow said, "Yo, this reminds me about the first time I found about Siren Head. Was scared until my father said we should make it out of Lego." Don't
No,
sleep
$100 set before all that inflation. That was like buying a
spam.
Falcon.
What is with all this talk about spam? Damn.
that's old school from our friend Tom.
Spam.
If you see our opening, when you see our opening, you see
Bam.
for Tom. Tom was our friend who passed away a while back, and the thing was spam and anti-spam and stuff like that. That was just some of the lore in our old spaceships and stuff like that. So Brick Bunny was around in those days. Yeah, so that's awesome. Cool deal. And then everybody was trying to put together cheap Fleeb Norks and using the trans orange ones, which were very common. And we're like, no, you gotta, we up the ante. And
Gatekeeping.
we totally gatekeep that and everything. So
Well,
I
no,
just
the Fleeb. So really, if you think about the Fleeb Norks are highly radioactive, right?
you can power spaceship.
So the orange ones are just depleted Fleeb Norks from being used up in the quantum engine drive.
What exactly is the half-life of a Fleeb Nork?
And that, my friends, is the pop quiz question for today. What is the half-life of a Fleeb Nork?
I don't know. But they breed like rabbits, so you got to be careful. So
Yes, but they're very rare. So, again,
they explode.
they explode.
All right. That's awesome. That's
The
cool.
gremlins, you put them in water and they proliferate, but the minute they hit sunlight, they disintegrate. So it's
Yeah,
always like
yep.
there's only one gizmo around.
You
Usually,
don't feed them after midnight for sure.
I didn't know that anybody actually had a Fleeb Nork hat because I made Fleeb Nork shirts on Cafe Press like way back, and plenty of people bought the shirts that were around the Lego community, but I didn't know anybody actually had a hat.
That's awesome.
I'm very lonely. Barely anybody probably wants my merch. You can make myself like a hat and a jacket.
man, Small Paul's busting out some gems tonight. Should just be a Small Paul.
And they're coming out of nowhere. It's like, here he comes.
Welcome to my world.
Somebody's
Okay.
wanting some Fleeb Nork merch. We advertised many months ago a Fleeb Knocker shirt, but we don't want to talk about that any more than that.
A
So
Fleeb Knocker shirt.
If you just look for just Google search Fleeb Nork T Public, I have shirts on my T Public page.
I may have to look into that.
there you go.
Various other shirts too. I've also made like classic space shirts. I made a space blue ribbon beer shirt for Dana. That is in there as well.
And the shirt for our show is on
And
there, correct?
yes, you can get the official Old Gray Brick shirt on there as well, and even a Small Paul shirt if you should so desire.
There you go.
Okay,
Can you
can
get and Fazoom, do you still have Spaceman Spiff on your stuff?
Yes, I have the one shirt on mine, so you can look up Spaceman Spiff, or you can look up Fazoom on TeePublic and find that shirt too. So
Wait, we got to
Okay.
read the fine print. Any resemblance between his T-shirt and a certain comic strip that used to appear Sunday is an accident.
okay, and I'll just the transparency. I drew that myself. I did not copy that, but I have a friend who really gave me grief over it being Barry Watterson. So, but it's in love. I don't know. It's fine.
Wait. Who gave you grief?
A guy that you don't know.
Well, I need to meet him so that I can smack him around silly because
What's his name?
I'm not. There it is. At the Fleeb Knocker shirt.
There you go.
We got Small Paul too.
You're
So-
welcome.
It kind of also looks like a set of a headphone set,
I'm desperate.
over the ear headphones.
I gotta get a
Depends on
small
where the
director
shirt
shipped
is
out
on
to.
you.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You should have one that said "My flea knockers are up here" or something.
I gotta get a small art director shirt shipped out to Small Paul at some point.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What?
All right, we have not checked in with Dana. Let's check in with Dana. Even though you were late, Dana, how are you today, Dana?
So am I being penalized for being late?
I don't know what that means, but no.
Penalized.
You're going last.
I'm going last. I'm always go last.
You
I'm
always go
notoriously going last. I haven't been doing a whole lot of Lego other than sorting this week, and today was Technic sorting, so you know that was exciting.
Ugh,
Not. So
that's the worst.
I watched Chris sorting minifigures because he's been doing minifigure sales on Whatnot, and I came across 3 tubs, 3 of this size tub that I have of minifigure parts and things that need to be gone through.
Oof.
I promptly put those back in the closet, and they will sit there until it rains really bad one day, and I feel like, oh, okay, that's already depressing enough. I'll go sorting through all these minifigures. I like Matthew did take advantage of the Target sale and grab 3 more art. Nice. I am waiting on parts from 2 different bricks and pieces orders that are coming out of the land across the sea, so that I can fill in that white space there with a few more colors of spacemen. So those are coming. So
Ooh, very cool.
I haven't decided. I'm on the fence because I'm trying to actually take advantage of this time that I'm waiting for those parts and not start these until those parts come in. And so I have 1 more tub of medium stone gray to sort and put into the storage. So I think once that's done, even if the parts haven't showed up, I'm going to go ahead and start them and just leave the pieces out or the spaces out for the colors that I'm waiting on. So at least when the colors come in, I can smack them all together and they'll be done pretty quick. Along with that, I don't, they're over there on the shelf down there. You can kind of see those little clamshell things. I've been picking up the Hyperspeed series on clearance wherever I can find them. So Amazon actually had this at half price. So that was kind of cool. I don't know if I could stomach buying enough purple parts to actually make this to scale, but it'd be pretty freaking cool if I could.
I know. Thought about it, but dang.
And the lime green back there for the engines, that would be pretty freaking cool. So I don't know. May it happen. It's a long-term shot. I've got so many other projects in the fire. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but
I don't want to alarm you, but when you held up your container, your empty container of minifigure parts earlier, something ran across your shelves.
Oh,
Like a
rerun.
So if you go back the minute to where he's holding up his minifigure container, something actually ran to the left across the midline of his shelves.
That's the ghost of Lego Past.
It looks
All
like
right.
a,
Now, seeing as how the other reason why I have not been doing a whole lot this week with Lego is because on the other side of the room underneath the futon is a cat with a giant tube coming out of his neck that I have been having to feed with a syringe 4 or 5 times today since
Lord.
Tuesday. So if there is something crawling around in here, he probably doesn't even care.
So, by the way, the time mark on that would be live between 48 and 49 minutes. So we'll have to go back
and double check that. There
rewind
may
the
be
tape.
some conspiracy theorists who can probably analyze that footage and see what's going on. Yeah, that's about it. I do have something else that I would share, but it's kind of I can't share it yet. I've been working with a company on making some stands, so hopefully that will be something I can share soon, and maybe people will want to buy them. So who will see? Time will tell.
Vague posting. Very good.
Vague posting. Vague posting.
Very good. I believe in the cinema world they called it a teaser.
Well, it could be a red herring. It could be a
Yeah, there you
MacGuffin. It's entirely possible.
Is Bismarck a Hewing?
Time will tell. Oh, wait. So I don't know why I thought that these pieces didn't line up and fit together. And then I
No, they
saw somebody do it with like this. And then I was like, but wait a minute, you can do it with plates too.
Mhm.
So I was under the
Dana,
impression that
Have
they
you
were
not
off.
seen my castle?
No, but for some reason, this piece, I saw people trying to circle them out before, and they never quite lined up. So I'm confused. I don't know.
You are.
No, they should line up because they have to be parallel for the.
But they don't.
2x4s.
They don't connect across. If you have like a 2x16 plate, you can't connect 4 of them and have it loop successfully around.
Because I always thought there was like just a little tiny gap if you tried to do something. So maybe that's the case. I don't know.
No, otherwise the 2x4s wouldn't work. They'd have to be. They have to be parallel.
They had. I would assume so. I would assume, but I like these. I just do.
I mean, if you put them in a microwave or an oven, maybe they won't match anymore. But
well, Moto, if you're familiar with the show, I am not opposed to doing things to Lego that shouldn't be done. So
I showed you my file earlier.
I did see your file earlier.
I got to get some new crew on here. Look at there. Let's see.
Does Dana not look at things that I build? It's not like he was at any shows that we were at together.
Look at that.
Truthfully, it's hard to
How is
say.
the theme on that done?
I bet like 3,000 of these. Well, maybe 2,000, but anyway.
Maybe 2,000.
How is the seam done on the walls? Make it even close.
It's slotted one plate and then a bracket or the curved pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
Very
is
tasty.
slick.
Mm-hmm. And it looks
Yes,
very
cool.
seamless.
Get out. I dig it.
For the record, Captain Xavier was also at a show that my castle was at. Oh no, wait, no, you weren't. Were you?
You didn't bring a castle. I brought a
You
castle.
were in Portland. Yeah, you were in Portland. I didn't bring my castle to Portland. Forget it.
And truthfully, Jeff, I did not go over there and pick up your castle pieces.
Well, it was easy to see. It was in pieces.
Actually, no, not in Chicago.
Not in Chicago.
Not in Chicago. That's right. That's right. Dana was not at Alabama.
Yeah.
Good news, by the way, Dana. The mystery is discovered. It was a bug flying across the screen. So
Thank you, Michael. I am now less paranoid about what to find in my office. So
I did want to all of a sudden, obviously, you're just freaking out because like a rat's crying up your leg or something. That would have been just gold.
It's
right?
it's actually a miniature version of Siren Head crawling along your shelves. So
we've only ever had one mouse in this house. Right after we moved in, and one of my cats found it and was running around the house with it in his mouth, showing off how cool it was that he had this toy. My wife freaked out. The mouse played dead when the cat dropped it. So then I had to put a glass over him, and he was like, holding onto the walls of the glass with all 4 paws. I took him outside.
Mission Impossible style.
Yeah, very much so. But since then, no more mice in this house. We have 5 cats. I mean, come on, seriously. Cat or any mice in our house? Not gonna happen.
You kicked out Stuart Little. You jerk.
What was that, Matt?
Why?
You got
Because
cut
I
off.
don't particularly care for Stuart Little. I'm more of a Ralph S. Mouse fan, but that's just me.
No mice, but how many raccoons and their children?
Oh well, we the current count of raccoons is 10.
What?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that the current count is 10. Well, because we had 2 mamas give birth this fall or summer-ish, whatever, when they were. And so we're at 10 raccoons currently.
You need to open a petting zoo and make money off of this.
Well, there's a couple of them that you can reach over and boop their noses, and it's kind of cute. It's kind of
So rabies is a thing.
Yeah, well, that's a misconception. That's like saying
No,
bats
that's
have
not-
rabies. It's a misconception. They
Yeah.
can carry it, yes, but that doesn't mean that all bats and all raccoons have rabies.
Plus, think about, they're nature's recyclers. They'll eat anything. So you
That
just
is-
throw the slop out back and, it gets turned into baby.
I very rarely throw any food away.
I never had a problem with raccoons until the raccoons faced off against a skunk in the backyard and had a battle. And that was a disaster that you couldn't go back there for like 2 weeks because someone got sprayed hard and it was like everywhere.
Sounds like an unpleasant turf war.
Yeah. It was the Jets and the Capulets and Montagues basically, and nobody wins in that war.
Yeah. By the way, Dana, what you said about rabies, it sounds exactly what somebody with rabies would say, and trying to hide that they have rabies. So
he's like, I'm so thirsty. And there's like white foam coming off his mouth on the live stream.
So we had when we lived in Rome, we had mice get in our house all the time because they were still building houses and it was just an open field. And so when they would clear a lot, the mice would just run towards the house. And we lived on a slab. And we watched a couple of rats or mice break a couple of commandments on our hearth one night, so we got some, we didn't want to, we were trying to be whatever humane, which we weren't because of this, but we got sticky traps instead of the snap ones. And we had a big kind of a dog named Max. He was all white. Anyway, so we put the sticky trap down in a closet, just so the edge of it, so I could grab it when I opened the door if the mouse got on it. So in the middle of the night, all of a sudden I hear the worst commotion ever. I hear the dog screaming and hollering and howling. I hear a mouse going, nee, 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 nee. And I come into the hall. The dog has a sticky trap stuck to his face, right? He's got one paw on it, and I see a tail on one end and a couple of little legs on the other end of the sticky trap, all mangled together. So all I could do is put my foot on the dog and start yanking and throw the trap outside. It was amazing.
I once fought a mouse to death in a sword fight.
Well, that tops mine.
You had it coming.
All sorts of ambiguousness here in the last 15 minutes of the show. It's all good.
Yeah,
It is all good.
when in Rome. Wrong Rome, I'm assuming.
Rome,
Yeah.
Georgia. It's okay. It's okay.
And we had mice, and one of them decided to relieve himself in the pot that I used to cook noodles. And as an Italian man, this was, of course, an extreme declaration of war. They ended badly. Your
Oh, my
efforts to
goodness.
be humane were not followed by me. I had a vat of muriatic acid that I used for cleaning
And this is where we need to end the
off
show.
of metal.
Jesus.
That's where the corpse
Pretty
went.
sure muriatic acid is one of those words that will get us banned on YouTube. So.
Really?
Maybe so. I don't know.
But the last one, it got caught in one of the traps, but didn't kill it, just broke its leg. So I took it outside and put it in a steel ring, gave it a rapier, grabbed my own rapier, and we fought. It's not my fault he didn't know how to fence.
Great. And now Small Paul's going to have nightmares when he reads the Chronicles of Narnia.
There you go.
He's already adjourned upstairs where he is watching videos of people play video games that he owns.
That's probably good.
Sounds
Yeah,
exciting.
Captain
Kinda
Xavier
like
sent
grown men
the
watching
mouse.
other grown men play football. So
Was that from the?
We could have been talking
Was
about
that from the party, the watch party, the finale watch party? Okay.
It was their random friend that they interviewed, and he's like, I have no idea what's going on.
no idea what's going on.
I love the costume behind him.
Yeah,
Isn't
the
it?
Nexo guy. Okay, but let's just all admit that we've had that one bin of Lego stored in a garage or something, and you get to the very bottom and you can't tell if they're the black Lego teeth or a present from something else, and you're just like, that's just all going out. So it happens.
Captain Xavier, I was making 2-bar length elements out of lightsaber blades,
Oh,
so
dude, don't do that. Not live.
that's how you do it,
Hey.
buddy.
hey, I keep a file in my Lego room for a reason, mostly to clean up chewed up Legos, but occasionally.
Well, so do I.
I prefer a retractable X-Acto knife, but that's just me.
Yeah.
What the? Y'all are making
Everybody nervous?
Our pink friend flip over in his grave, and he's not dead yet. So,
Our pink friend.
Okay, everybody's showing how they cut Lego. I got you.
I don't cut Lego, so
I don't cut Lego. I think we need to cut somebody off.
We have the purist row up here.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
So
6
here's-
o'clock. Better end the live. Oh, too late.
Edgy for me is putting a sticker on a plate that it wasn't originally supposed to go on. That's edgy. I mean,
Or a stamp. Does a stamp freak you out?
stamp.
Sticker across multiple parts.
Oh, that's just a crime against Brickanomy.
But that's what Lego used to do because
The
I got
mystery
a
machine.
bucket full.
Yeah,
it doesn't
in the
sound
original
Lego-
Yellow Castle had a
Legorado
stamp.
that.
Yeah, Legorado, the original Yellow Castle, they had a stamp
Terrible.
on there.
I still
Terrible.
have some of these, Chris.
That's awesome. Those stickers don't come off.
No, they do not. Yeah.
Because we put those on a friend's thing for a joke, and they were like, "It's not funny. It's not coming off." So,
I found
wow.
a too.
Yeah, those are stamps.
Those
Yeah, a
are
couple
old
of these are temporary tattoos. Yeah.
Ooh.
So you can pick up the chicks. I don't know.
Yeah, because there are just so many.
The tough people put that on, and then they go to the tattoo parlor and say, "Trace this."
I've
Big
always
time
wanted
flex.
to have a tattoo of Octan on my bicep. Octan.
I'm
You know,
not
this
surprised
show
that
is
there
just
are
chock
somebody
full of
who has
one-liners. That's one of them, by the way. You can just pull those out.
You're
So
welcome. You're welcome.
yeah, that's awesome.
it. I'm actually.
Have you ever
surprised
guys seen?
haven't before.
Have you seen Free Guy?
Yes.
Yes.
So you know how there's like that super version of Free Guy
Yeah.
with the tattoo on his chest. So Fleabnork should have a big Fleabnork version of him that's all muscled out. There's a digital composite, the head on top that's got the big Fleabnork like tatted on his bicep.
We know somebody who could make that into a into a minifigure form, so that could happen.
That'd be
Either
cool.
that or you need to have it so you've got the body of the scorpion, but the tail is on the arm. So when you flex, it
Oh, it curls over.
curls
Yeah.
the tail on
He's
both.
like-
Both, of course. Double Fleabnorks.
I might join in for the GoFundMe to make that happen.
All right. Hey, guys, we are at an hour, so we're going to cut this off. Just to let y'all know, I am going in for a procedure tomorrow. They're going to run a little wire, hopefully through there.
And
make
next
sure my
time we see
ticker is-
him, he will be Christina.
They are running that little wire hopefully through my wrist and not anywhere else to make sure my ticker is working correctly, and it is not at the moment. So hopefully we
They
can.
didn't tell you to shave someplace, and you're gonna have to drop your pants.
Well, they did, but that was somebody else. But anyway.
He paid extra.
So anyway, if you think about it, 11 tomorrow. If you pray. If you think, and just hope everything goes okay. Hopefully, it's just some medicine. Or if I come back with like a robotic ticker, that'll be cool too. So I'll get
Whatever the patron saint of catheters is, we'll have to find it.
Yeah, there you go. That'll be good. I'd appreciate it. You guys have a great night. It's always fun. This is fun, just hanging out and talking and chilling and everything. Be awesome and build awesome. Everybody have a great